The warmth of a starry blanket. Arlo lived in a house full of soft rugs, bright books, and the sweet smell of warm cocoa. He had everything he needed to stay cozy, but he often looked out the window, wondering about the big world beyond his garden gate. He felt very lucky, yet he felt there was something he was supposed to do. One chilly afternoon, the clouds turned gray, and a biting wind began to blow. Arlo's mother, Ilara, helped him into his heavy coat and wrapped a long scarf around his neck. Together, they stepped out into the town to visit the market. Near the edge of the town square, Arlo spotted a man sitting quietly on a wooden bench. The man's name was Silas, and he looked very cold. His coat was thin and frayed at the edges, and he sat with his hands tucked into his armpits to keep them warm. "Why is he sitting there in the cold, Mama?" Arlo whispered, pulling on Ilara's sleeve. Ilara knelt down so she was at Arlo's eye level. "Sometimes, Arlo, people go through very difficult times and don't have a warm home or enough food. When we have extra, it is our job to share the light." Arlo couldn't stop thinking about Silas all the way home. Even when he was back in his warm living room, he felt a tug in his heart. He went to his bedroom and looked at his shelf of treasures, searching for something that could help. He found his favorite wool blanket, the deep blue one covered in yellow stars. It was the warmest thing he owned. Then he went to the kitchen and carefully selected 3 of the largest, reddest apples from the fruit bowl. "I want to give these to the man on the bench," Arlo told Ilara. She smiled, her eyes filled with pride. They put their coats back on and walked back through the windy streets, Arlo carrying his bundle like a precious treasure. Silas was still on the bench, his head bowed against the wind. Arlo walked up to him slowly and held out the blanket. "Excuse me, sir," Arlo said softly. "I brought this for you to stay warm and some apples for your journey." Silas's eyes brightened as he took the blanket and wrapped it around his shoulders. The wool was thick and soft. He took a bite of one of the crisp apples and gave Arlo a smile that was wider and brighter than any Arlo had ever seen. "Thank you, young man," Silas said. "The stars are very warm tonight." As Arlo and Ilara walked home under the evening stars, Arlo realized he didn't feel the cold wind anymore. He felt a new kind of glow deep inside his chest. He learned that his hands were meant for playing, but they were also meant for helping, and that was the best feeling in the world.